Hey guys, so this is Miss Africa Great Britain 2024 to 2025. I'm here with you guys because I've been receiving a few questions on my journey and insights for other contestants. So I filmed uh quote unquote most popular questions that get asked. I've filmed a part one for you guys, just answering a few questions. I've answered 5 questions. We have 4 more to go. I want to just jump straight into it. Make sure you go watch part 1, as well as follow me on social media on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn at Deborah Mungai. I received these questions from, I keep getting notifications on my phone. I need to go and do not disturb. I received these questions from a supporter called Chelsea. Shout out to Chelsea. And she asked me these questions, and these are the questions I get asked all the time. So at least I can always say, oh, you have a question? Go check that YouTube channel, and then you will find the answers. And guys, if you guys want to see the visuals, make sure you go on YouTube, because you will see me live and direct, speaking to the camera. Like, anyways, let's get into the questions. So the last part, we answered about my experience, if I had experience in pageantry, finding a mentor or an agency, challenging parts in pageantry, balancing your demands in pageantry. And the last question was qualities that I think you might need to succeed in any pageant. Let me just highlight this again. Every pageant is different. The pageants, this is what my CEO told me, that every pageant is different. What they looked for is not what the next pageant might look for. So yeah, so I gave you guys basic qualities that I think would match up to any pageant, in my opinion. I think my opinion might change at some point. You never know. We are all allowed to grow. But we're gonna go into question number 6. Question number 6, are there significant costs involved in joining a beauty pageant like Miss Africa? If so, how do contestants typically manage those expenses? So yes, they are. They're going to be, yeah, they're going to be cost to those. So how I did it, I can only speak about how I did it, because I don't believe a lot of pageants have a lot of transparency on the journey, which is, it's up to them. They don't have to share. That's okay. But according to me, I took the support of my family, friends and family, to support me with my membership fees. When it comes to outfits, I found sponsors for those people. And when it comes to travel, some people contributed a bit, as well as it came out of my own pocket. So most of the things that I was paying for was travel, or the small things, like if I want to do cultural outfit and I wanted to create something, those are the things that I paid for. But managing your expenses, guys, the best thing if you're starting out is probably have a job that is giving you an income for you to pour into that, or have someone who can be supporting you. At the end of the day, depending on what kind of pageant you're doing, right, and kind of like what age you are as well, you don't want anyone to be coming back to you and said, you need to give me back my money because you didn't win. No, just invest in your own self. Like, easy and simple. Number 7, what benefits or opportunities were you introduced to after winning Miss Africa Great Britain? Wow. So for Miss Africa Great Britain, obviously I met a few pageants through Miss Africa Great Britain. I got to actually influence some of them, which is amazing. It moves into, feels like, celebrity status now. And for me, I don't really like sit there and ask people for things. I go and get them myself. If I feel like, this is what I want to do, I'll speak to someone who probably knows them, or knows this or knows that, and then I will get it from there, right? This is really annoying me. It's just a bit of my hair that's poking out, and I don't like that. I like to be clean cut and correct. So those are the opportunities. Some other pageants, as well as this one, can introduce you to brand deals. You can get brand deals, you can get contracts working with this individual and that individual. That's how some pageants run. But what else? But most of the work, I want to go for them, because at the end of the day, they can put me on, but I believe in nurturing relationships. And if I what would I say, if I kind of have taken something like they've put me on and I'm not even following up on them, or I just do a one deal, what's the point? And like, yeah, you make money, it's cute, but for me, I like to nurture relationships, and from then on we work on a working relationship. And I'm like, oh, like for example, I am a brand ambassador for BTech Pearson, the examination board, and we do a few things with them, and it's been like a great working relationship. Like every time they need something for this, they just, I'm a call away. They would just say, Deborah, we have this specification, can you meet the brief? I'm like, yeah, I can meet the brief. And I help them, they help me. There we go. So that's kind of like how I strategized my journey anyway. So like when I was seeking for sponsors, my initial thought was to always, like, I want this to develop into something. I'm not just taking a sponsor just because they give me money. It's more about the values and the things that stand behind those things. So those are the, let's say, say opportunities. Is it a requirement for contestants or winners to represent a charity or engage in social causes? If so, how does that process work? Right, let's answer the first question. Is it a requirement? Every pageant is different. So for Miss Africa, it wasn't a requirement, but that was the end goal anyway. Well, then it is a requirement. No, guys, let's take that back. It is a requirement, because at the end of the day, when you're winning something, they're giving you the crown for you to do charity work in Africa. So some pageants, it's a requirement. Other pageants, not really. Like, they will probably take you in and then, this is what we want you to support. Most pageants usually work with, whoa, let me not give you guys advice as if I've been in the pageant world. I've been in the pageant world for, let's say, a year now. So for more I've seen is sometimes, most of 99% of the time, it's a cause for your heart, because I don't think it makes sense for someone to tell you do this charitable work unless it's like, they have a charity that they think it's great for you to support, things like those. That's the example I wanted to give you guys. But at the end of the day, it is all about what cause is within your heart, and that's what sticks as well, because once you finish that, you always remember, I did this, for cancer, and for this, for cancer patients, for people, for homeless people, for this. Choose something that is very much within your, like, is in your heart. Does that make sense? So yeah, the last question is, are you using your experience with Miss Africa to build your portfolio and potentially join other PD pageants or pursue related opportunities? Yes, I am, of course. Everything in the journey contributes to a bigger piece and a bigger piece and a bigger piece. Like, this is not the end. This is not the end for me, honey. Like, I really see something much bigger and much like so the main idea is probably in 2026, when I finish my reign, I'd probably want to get into a much more bigger pageant. I'd really love either to support Great Britain or to support Kenya. I really have a heart for Kenya. Well, the pageant we see in Kenya is a bit interesting, so to say, but it's up to what would I call it? Like, I'm just trying to suss out the scope of the scenery out before I just jump into that. This is really annoying. I just want to just scope the scenery out before I just jump into something. So that's what I'll be doing. But that's the bigger vision for me. And maybe at the end of the year, my vision might have changed, and I am okay with that. I told you guys, it's always about submitting to the journey and just letting yourself go through the journey. And so do I have any other questions? I think I want to leave this here, because I have a lot more videos I want to film for you guys, and I want to go brainstorm for that. But I hope you guys are really appreciating these episodes. To whoever this is reaching out to, or to whoever needed this or needed that, I see you, I hear you, and I love you. I love that. That is how. Yeah, I'm trying to develop an introduction for this, this series. And I see you, I hear you, and I love you, and I support you, and yeah. These are my affirmations actually for when these are my affirmations. That's why it's great. They're just coming off subconsciously. But yeah, this has been the episode for you guys. I'm not sure if I'll be on the same scenery next time. You never know with me. One day I might be in Japan and I'm filming a video for you guys. So I'm taking the direction of where life wants to take me, but I'm also taking control over not letting my circumstances take me there, but flowing with them. And I believe that God and the universe and whoever is up there, the creator of my the creator of my life, the creator of my life has a big purpose for me, and he has a big purpose for you as well. And he's not gonna watch you fail. He will never watch you fail, honey. So yeah, but this has been Deborah Mongai, and I am signing out.